Another piece of advice that actually I'm recycling because somebody else gave it to me, and this is something that I have a hard time myself because I'm an introvert, but it's go to as many art events as you can, um, because the connections that you make are really what will be the most valuable from. I mean, what we're talking about, the connections in terms of giving you ideas. All the artists I've mentioned today are people that that I'm friends with now and who inspire me, but that I met because I showed up somewhere. Um, One my studio mate is somebody else that I met at a different thing. Who now is a studio mate and who introduced me to a gallery owner, and now I'm showing a piece at that gallery, and that list goes on and on and on. And so I think it really is important to just show up and support the community. And at the same time, I have a very well-known habit of showing up and then like leaving like 3 minutes later. Almost quite literally. I think my record so far is I went to something just recently at the Brooklyn Beer Garden. So it's like I've been like months basically because of the lockdown, sort of very on my own. And then so it's like I went to this thing and I think I lasted like 7 minutes. I'm not even joking. And then I left. I just but anyway, so I think those would be my really big pieces of advice is just keep working. You really just have to. I mean, for me, that's just like anytime I get stuck, I just put more marks on things.
I really appreciate that advice, just personally, and I think that everyone else would appreciate that as well, because I know the feeling of sometimes, and I was speaking about this actually the other day with my friend, what you said about just working hard, and it's really just kind of powering through. Sometimes when you don't want to, but it's that times when you don't want to create is the times that you have to push through, because I've noticed that that's when you create your best work, is when you're like, oh, I really don't want to, or I don't feel like it. But sometimes it's like you say that at the surface level, but then once you actually get started, or you're working on some incomplete pieces, that I've noticed is kind of when you create the best work. That's just me personally, though.
Yeah, yeah, and I also think that even when you have like those middle of the night idea, that amazing idea, and you go and put it like that is like that little first seedling is like that's only where it's just beginning, and like then you have like all the refinement that has to happen to like turn that into a final piece, which is not the exciting part, but it's the part that it matters. And so let's say that it's sometimes it's boring, but you have to do it, and it's like you have to get through it. So for a lot of reasons, both developing the habit, and also because it's just like engaging this almost this muscle memory of like of of um, of your craft, and also I think maybe disengaging your mind a little bit. So when you're stuck, um, however you're stuck, you just sort of engage your craft and push through, and it's a way of reaffirming on a very fundamental level, on an almost like a hardwired level, that this is what you do. Like there isn't. This is like this is how you get through. Like whenever you answer like question of like how do I do this, the answer is always, at least for me, the answer is always the same. There's only one thing that I do. I mean, there's a lot of things that I enjoy, and there's a lot of things I'm good at, but there's only one thing that is ever going to get me through a hard time and that's like, my creativity. So
I think that this is something that we all kind of need at this time. And I wanted to say thank you, Early Riser, for appearing. First of all, I want to say thank you just not only for coming on, but thank you for providing some wisdom and providing just some kind of information and some stories that maybe we don't really get to hear that much about. And I know personally, seeing your work has really helped me and kind of given me even some more inspiration. So I'm actually looking forward to going and creating a few more pieces today. I've got this stuff ready actually right now, so I'm going to see if I can maybe go and finish one or two pieces today. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you, and we really appreciate having you on.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.